I started drinking back when I was 8, 10 years old. My father used to make homemade wine, and we sneak downstairs with our little old Coca-Cola bottle, and they drink it going to school. Then as time progressed, I used to sneak and drink his liquors. And my mother passed away. I was at a young age, and I guess that haunted me. And then when he passed away, my sister's boyfriend took me down to his place. And that's where I got introduced to Thunderbird. That's when I really started, and I was about 18. And as I went through school, me and a friend of mine, we laugh about it now because we always get a gym bag full of Coke 45. That's all we did. We'd go to school, smoke weed, drink Coke 45. I hadn't even graduated. I got a GED. It became a point that where I was drinking daily, and then I got a job at Group Health Hospital, and part of my job was removing bodies off the floors. That's when I really became an alcoholic. I'd go to work, get off work, go straight to the bar. And then I did that for 5 years. Then as time progressed, I had a son, and I chose alcohol over my son and his mom. So that's how I ended up losing that relationship. And then I got married. I'd go to work, drop off of work, and I used to go get Wild Irish rolls and drink it. We got divorced. I was on the streets, and I would hit every bar. I'd panhandle to get my liquor. I got introduced to crack through one of my brother's girlfriends, and that sent me off to the race. I used to tell everybody alcohol was my girlfriend, crack was my pimp. I was put in the hospital back in 2012, drunk out on Rainier Beach. I had this kid that I treated like a son. Him and his friends jumped me and robbed me because I was drunk and high. That's when I was drinking Thunderbird real bad. Me and my girlfriend were drinking a gallon of Thunderbird a day. I was still drinking. My girlfriend back then just happened to die from alcohol. And I woke up one morning, we partied that night, drinking Thunderbird all that day through the course of the night until we passed out. And I woke up and she was laying next to me dead. You know, I knew what death looked like from working at the hospital. They got there, pronounced her dead. They had said she had a fifth of Thunderbird. She hugged that bottle more than she hugged me. And so she slept with a bottle beside her. I recall a lot of times where I left Tri-City. I was advised just to plead guilty. I ended up going to the penitentiary from there, and I got released here in Seattle. They took me to Aberdeen. The guards did to the bus station. They told me not to go to that store. What did I do? And they knew I was going to do it. I went to the store and bought me a 6-pack of beer and a pack of Wednesdays. Because I wasn't done. I've been, in my course of my life, I've been to about 4 treatment centers. All of them been 90 days. But this last turnaround, which caused me to turn my life around, was I went on a 3-day bender. And me and my girlfriend had been up for 3 days drinking and smoking crack. She got mad that 4th day that we didn't have no crack. I got in the van. I'll never forget it. Stopped at Safeway to get gas on 175th. And I was still intoxicated, everything. And they said I had to been going 60 when I came out because I ran into the back of an 80-year-old lady. And they charged me with vehicular assault. During the course of the trials, my attorney kept putting it off. The court dates off because I was coming to court loaded every day. But during the time that we were going in front of the judge, I kept begging the judge that I needed treatment. And then when I found out I didn't find out it was an 80-year-old lady until the judge told me. And she had came to court, and I broke down, and I told her that I was sorry. You know, and I looked at the judge and I told him, you could lock me up and throw away the key, but when I do get out, I'm going right back to doing the same thing again. I need treatment. Instead of sending me back to the penitentiary, he gave me, I don't know if he knew he gave me 90 days, or if that was just how it was set up that my attorney couldn't figure it out either. But during the course that I was locked up for those 90 days, I'll never forget her name, Miss Paul. I kept bugging her, setting kites in, and asked her for treatment. So she finally came down and talked to me one day and asked me, oh, well, where do you want to go? I said, Thunderbird Treatment Center in this Rainier Beach area. She said, I'll see what I can do. She came to me and told me, they got a bed for you at Thunderbird, and you're getting out today. I was happy as hell. And I finally got my wish, and I finally had get a chance to do something with myself. I knew after that accident that me and drinking didn't mix. I knew out of 2 marriages, me and drinking and drugging didn't mix. I knew after losing my kids, me drinking and drugging didn't mix. I knew in order for me to keep a job, I had to quit drinking and drugging. That wasn't working. So when I got to Thunderbird, they had me there for 30 days. My counselor, her name is Gina. When my 30 days was up, I told her, I said, I'm not ready. She said, what? I said, no, I'm not ready. I don't want to leave yet. Okay, she went to her supervisor, came back and told me, okay, I got you another 30 days. That 30 days was up. I told her I'm not ready yet. And she looked at me, she said, okay, I'll try. And then she went back and got me another 30 days. That's 60 days. That 60 days was up, I told her no. She said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just making sure. And I told her, I said, to be honest with you, I'm scared because of the fact I knew that if I went, I was going to run into that same thing. She told me that I can't go to bed no more. They said, you're done. You stayed the limit. When I got out of Thunderbird, my brother, he took me to his place. One of my older sisters showed up. I got in a car with her. She was heading to the South Center to sell mental homes. And when I got there, the guy that was working here, Nate Solomon, was there waiting for me, you know, and then he took me to a meet at the Alamo Club. I went to a meeting, then he took me over to the 12th Street house here, and I was there. And if I was a year before Mark made me a house manager over there. And then I got news from Child Mental Health that they had an apartment for me. And so I went and moved into my apartment. I left AAHAA and moved into my apartment. And I had my relapses in there. I was told by my brother, I was told by other people at Jerry Hall, there's 3 things you gotta change in recovery to make something work, and that's people, places, and things. I learned that a relapse is a phase you go through in recovery. Everybody does it. It happens to everybody. I don't know nobody who has got all kind of years and didn't have one relapse in their recovery. I had that. It happened to me, but I learned that you get up, you dust yourself off. You don't feel ashamed. After I got my head together, I got away from the girl I was with. I caught myself in time to save my apartment, so I didn't lose it. I didn't sell my car that I had got, because it was the first car I got in recovery. So I cherished it, and I still have that car as it is today to remind, and wrote it in the grill as a AA coin to remind me that this was a reward for being clean. The way I became working here is because I came across Mark. After I got some years under my belt, I came across this car and I called him. And we hadn't talked to each other in a while, and he was happy to hear from me. And he told me to come in and see him. I came here, we talked, and I've been going 2-3 years here. I've got December 2nd to make 8 years of uninterrupted sobriety. I tell anybody that the best feeling in the world for a recovering alcoholic or addict is to get the taste of being free from that addiction or that you have. Once you get that feeling and you see what it really feels like, you understand what people say, if you want what we have, do as we do. I got that saying from Cherry Hall. That's what every old timer tells you. And that's 90 meetings in 90 days. I'm going on 8 years, I'm still doing 90 meetings. I finally got a grip on life to where I'm learning what it's like to be free.